Welcome children to my next class. Today we'll be starting a new topic, perimeter. Now let's see what you understand by perimeter. Perimeter is the total distance around a closed figure. That is the measure of the total boundary. Perimeter is always measured in a single unit like centimeter, meter, kilometer. It can be millimeter also, decimeter, anything. The important points that we need to remember before finding out the perimeter, that the figure must be closed, and that we shall take the measurement of the boundary of that figure only. So now perimeter, here we will learn basically the perimeter of a square and a rectangle. Now what is perimeter of a square? Now here I have drawn a square and I've named the points, the vertex A, here's another vertex B, C and D. So these are points which are called vertices. Vertices is the plural form of vertex. So A, B, C, D are 4 vertices and they are points. And when 2 points are joined by a straight line, it is called a line segment which can be measured. So AB is a line segment and the measure of AB is 3 centimeter, because in a square we know all the sides are equal. So AB, BC, CD and DA, all these 4 sides are of length 3 centimeter. So to find the perimeter of the square ABCD, now this naming is very important children. We name the square ABCD, or we can say, we start from B, we can say BCDA, or we can say BADC, but we cannot change like this ACBD like that. Naming is very important. So the name of this square, I've written ABCD. And what is the perimeter of the square? The sum of the boundary. That is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Now the measure of each side is 3 centimeter, we already know. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Now the 4 threes, this repeat of sum of the 4 threes, that is repeated addition, is multiplication. So we can write 4 into 3 is equal to 12 centimeter. So you have to be careful with that figure must be closed. The second point to remember is only the total boundary will be finding, the length of the total boundary, and the unit is very important. Whether it's meter, centimeter, kilometer, decimeter, millimeter, whatever it is very important. So if we have a square whose side is S, S can be any number, 4 centimeter, 12 meter, anything. Or say kilometer also, anything it can be. So the perimeter of the square will be S plus S plus S plus S is equal to 4 into S. So when you have to find the perimeter of a square, you have to multiply the length of the side by 4. So perimeter of a square is 4L, where L is the length of one side. Now next we come to perimeter of a rectangle. So as you know, perimeter is the total boundary. So even in the case of rectangle, it will be the total boundary. Only in the case of rectangle, the sides are not all equal. Only opposite sides are equal. So if side RT is 6 centimeter, ES is 6 centimeter. And TS and RE will be same. So I've named the rectangle REST. The perimeter of rectangle REST will be what? RE, one of the sides, plus ES, plus ST, plus TR. So don't miss out on any of the sides. Then RE is what? 2 centimeter, because these two are same. So accordingly, we write 2 centimeter plus 6 centimeter plus 2 centimeter plus 6 centimeter is equal to 16 centimeter. So till here, I hope it's clear. Now let's see what is the general formula for finding the perimeter of a rectangle. Now for a square, it was easy, 4 into s, where s was the length of one of the sides. But for the rectangle, let's see. Now the name of the rectangle is TRAM. So perimeter of rectangle TRAM will be what? Now we have taken the side RA or TM. It is same. So to be L unit, this is L, okay? RA to be L and side AM and TR, they are same. That is B unit. Unit is maybe meter, centimeter, kilometer, whatever it can be. Now what is the perimeter of rectangle TRAM? Is equal to what? If this is say L, so if we start from here, we have to write L first, then plus B, it is small b actually, okay, small b, then L plus B. Is it clear, all of you? So we here it is L plus B plus L plus B. Now what I did, I don't know how to add L plus B plus L plus B. You have not learned, isn't it? So what I did, since L and L are similar, same actually, so I write here L plus L together and then plus B plus B. Because see, 4 plus 3 plus 2, I can also write 4 plus 2 plus 3, it will give you the same answer in addition. So similarly, I write L plus L plus B plus B. Now how to add L plus B plus B? You have never added that. But you know, suppose we take B as one ball and this B as another ball. So ball plus ball will give you 2 balls. But suppose with L, you can say whatever it is, say L is some object. Then plus ball. You cannot add if they are two different things, isn't it? Say L is a letter. Now one letter plus one ball will give you what? It will remain as letter and ball. It will not change. It is same thing here. L, say if L is a letter, so letter, one letter plus another letter will give you two letters. And one ball plus one ball will give you two balls. But you cannot combine those. So that is why I have written like this. In this case, there were numbers, so you could have added it. But here we don't have numbers. We are generalizing it. In case of a square, we had all were L. All the sides were equal. So we did 4 into L. But here, they're not all equal. So to understand that, only two opposite sides are equal. So L plus L will give you 2L. I hope you understood why it's 2L. Suppose L was a letter. So you know one letter plus one letter was two letter. Instead of letter, I just wrote L. You have one orange or another orange. You say two oranges. So two orange plus one orange is three orange. Isn't it? So instead of orange, if I write O, 2O plus 1O, you'll get 3O. So it's a similarly here. Now this part is what actually when you have sums like this 2L plus 2B, the 2 can be taken common. Okay, 2 you take it out as a common and within bracket you write L plus B because you have taken 2 out of it, 2 out of it. Okay. Or you can say suppose 2 is a common friend. Suppose you're a common friend and there is another child L and another child B. Now, when you're taken out, you're a friend of both the child. So when you remove the bracket, you go to both the child. You're friend of this also, you're friend of this also. This is a property which you will learn later on, but now just remember that when you take out 2, you can write L plus B. Or you can continue with this formula, you can write 2L plus 2B is the perimeter of a rectangle, or you can also write twice L plus B. L plus B is within brackets. Twice L plus B is the perimeter of a rectangle. So where L is the length, B is the breadth, always you have to mention that. So now we have, similarly, also perimeter of a triangle is sum of the three sides. Because it's a total boundary, isn't it? So triangle has three sides. So perimeter will be sum of the three sides. If all the sides are equal, you'll have equal sides. So then you can write L plus L plus L is 3L. Suppose all the sides are different, just add the numbers. Like here we did in the rectangle, when the numbers are given, you can always add up the numbers. For a quadrilateral of four sides, you can add up all the four sides. For a pentagon, add up all the five sides, hexagon, and so on, for heptagon, octagon, nonagon, and decagon. And you can continue like that. Now we come to regular figure. This is an important topic in this case. A figure is said to be regular if all its sides are equal and all the angles are of equal measure. So in that case, what do we have? Square and equilateral triangle are regular figures, isn't it? Why I said regular figures are important in this case? Because the perimeter of a square is what? You have to add L 4 times, and that is equal to 4L. So directly multiplying by the number of sides, you get the perimeter. Then equilateral triangle has all the sides equal. So there are three equal sides, so you can just multiply directly by 3. But if it was an isosceles triangle or a scalene triangle, you just cannot multiply by 3. You have to add up the sides. But since it's an equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. Instead of adding the same number 3 times, we can multiply by 3. Similar is the case for a regular pentagon, regular hexagon. If they are regular figures, suppose octagon has 8 sides, nonagon has 9 sides. If they are all equal, instead of adding all the sides, you can just multiply by 9. Now, this is a question I've given you just to think over and see whether you can do it. Now, Sumi has to order square covers for CDs. The perimeter of each cover, now perimeter is put in the boundary, So the perimeter of each cover has to be 52 centimeter. That means the perimeter means the boundary of the cover must be 52 centimeter. Which of the following cover will fit the CD? Okay, now let me see if you can do this by yourself. And perimeter's application in real life can be when you are trying to put a lace around a tablecloth. How will you buy the lace? You will find the length of the total boundary. You'll find the perimeter and maybe a little extra for stitching and all you'll bring, isn't it? You just cannot buy a random length and say, okay, I'll take this and fit in. No, it will not, isn't it? Either you'll be wasting it or it'll be small. Now, suppose you're going to fence your home. You have a boundary and you want to fence, or you want to fence a field, you want to put a fencing around the field. How much wire you will be needing, how much, whatever materials you'll be needing, how will you calculate? So you will find the boundary of that plot of land, isn't it? And then accordingly you will measure and find out. So I hope that's clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.